LAROI tweeted, damn, bro, what the f is going on here? 20 seconds, or 1 minute ago, actually. Until the first time. This actually does make sense too. So I'm gonna try and pull this up to make this make sense. Well, if you guys don't remember, so LAROI ended up saying over the summer, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I know that the video is on LAROI Hub's Instagram. But LAROI said something how we're getting a little something before the album. There was a surprise coming. And we never even got the surprise, but we also never got the album during the summer. But because LAROI posted this and made this new Instagram account called Until the First Time, until then, this is obviously some kind of like mini EP or project that we're gonna get before the first time, I'm guessing. And then we know that the first time is gonna be split into 2 different installments. I don't think this is going to be considered one of the installments. At least I don't think. Maybe it is. I'm pretty sure that this would just be like 3 or 4 songs that LAROI would drop before the album. And then the album's obviously just going to be either split into 2 parts. So we're going to get 2 shorter, like 6 to 8 parts. Or we're going to get 2 full-length albums split into 2 installments, if you know what I mean. So we're going to get like a 12 to 15 song album, and then another 12 to 15 song album, but they're both going to be considered the first time. I have no idea what LAROI's doing. He does not talk about it that much. He always kind of changes his mind with what the album's named. I think it's confirmed now. At least it looks like he's keeping the album as the first time. But other than that, man, he always tweets out, deletes something, changes his mind for wants to do. He always changes his mind with the name of the album. Like, I feel like LAROI is so inconsistent when it comes to just actually working on something, you know? I feel like when LAROI actually drops music, it's good, but as for just release dates and just like the whole process of making the album, bro, he's just so inconsistent. He deleted the tweet. Bro, okay, are you like actually serious? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, that's classic LAROI fashion. That's literally like caught on camera live. Like, bro, LAROI tweets something out, deletes it right after. He makes fire music. His projects are pretty good, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I'm excited for whatever he's doing. I just don't understand his whole thought process behind like the lead up, the rollout, the creative process, you know? Like, I can't come at him because you never know. Everybody's got a different creative process, but I just don't understand what his is. He is not dropping this year. I think LAROI's going to drop something this year, and I don't think that's being too hopeful. If he is splitting the album into 2 halves, I think it's likely that we could get one of the halves this year. I don't know how that's going to work, but if he is doing this like EP Until the First Time or something, there's no reason we shouldn't get that this year, in my opinion. I do see where you're coming from. Maybe he won't drop at all and we'll have to wait till 2023, but I could see him dropping this year. It's his label. I mean, nah, you can't necessarily just say it's LAROI's label just for the fact that the album's not even done. I mean, it might be the label's fault that we haven't got another song, because maybe LAROI tried dropping Guess It's Love before What Just Happened even got big, and the label wouldn't let him drop it. That could be a possibility. And it could even be a possibility that the label isn't letting him drop What Just Happened. But I seriously don't think a lot of this comes onto the label, because we know What Just Happened is incomplete if he's trying to get a feature for it. At least up until the last thing he told us, he was trying to get a feature for it. And we also know that the album's not done. So obviously, like, that falls on LAROI. That's not the label. And I do understand he's touring and stuff, but I don't think that was necessarily the label holding him up. And even the one song that he did try to drop, 1,000 Miles, it did drop. Now, like I said, maybe something happened with Guess It's Love that we don't know about, because that song literally was done with a full Mike Dean production behind it, had a finished music video, and we never got the song. LAROI's not even with Grade A anymore. LAROI's not with Grade A anymore. Nah, it's not because it leaked. Stay leaked before it dropped, and they dropped Stay, and it's one of LAROI's biggest songs. So Done was a leak before it dropped. You Goodbye with MGK was a leak before it dropped. Even 1,000 Miles was a leak before it dropped. If anything, bro, they dropped the leaks. There's barely, I feel like they be picking even shit that leaked, like LAROI High. They took that shit, Chainsmokers took that shit and dropped it. Even LAROI's other shit be dropping.